And oh, what's that? Ew. What is that? Something dead down there. I had the worst sleep last night, I gotta say. It was terrible. I thought I was gonna get like 10, 12 hours of sleep, feel wonderful in the morning, and it was awful. It rained all night long, which isn't a problem because I'm in my comfy shack, but it sounded like there was about 1 million paintballs hitting the tin roof. It was so loud I couldn't fall asleep. It was terrible. So hence why my eyes feel like they weigh like 1,000 pounds right now. But it's a beautiful morning, and I've been thinking, sitting out here on the Whiteshell Beach. My intuition has been telling me since I've been planning this trip that something's a little bit haywire and maybe not safe. Your intuition is the #1 skill as a survivalist, and you can't ignore it. When you do, you end up like these guys, dead or eaten by a grizzly bear. So as I'm going about packing, writing lists, I was writing my mother an email. And as the first time this has ever happened to me, I felt like I was writing some sort of like death note. It freaked me out a little bit. And I was like, whoa, like get over it. This morning I realized I didn't bring the screw that goes onto my bear-proof cooler. The bears kind of are starving this year. There's very little salmon. Could be higher danger than normal. And so part of my mind was saying, oh, hey, just forget about it. You know, it's no big deal. So I was like, oh, I just dismissed it, kept going. And this is what part of you is gonna do all the time with regards to your intuition. And this doesn't matter about life and death survival out in the wilderness. This could be anything, a job, meeting new friends, whatever it is. I've read hundreds and hundreds of survival stories, and the main reason every time someone dies in those stories is because they never followed their intuition. Hi, crows. I've decided not to go camping, which is a huge decision for me. I mean, I have been in there millions of times. I've been so close to grizzly bears. I've camped in there before. I've had wolves walk over my legs, which was amazing. I've also had a dog eaten by a cougar right in front of me in there. So my decision stands, and I feel good about it. So that's my intuition monologue for today. Let's go explore the island and find that deer. Well, maybe right after breakfast. This would be an amazing place for a deer to be sleeping. Nice and dry under here with this big old fir tree. A big fir. Deer scat everywhere. Just keep going. Little trail out this way. More deer scat. And oh, what's that? Ew. What is that? Something dead down there. Oh my gosh, that looks like an octopus. Oh, poor octopi. Oh no. Gosh. Octopus are my favorite creatures of the sea. All its legs have been eaten right off. There's its beak. You can see it almost looks like a parrot. Their whole body can squeeze through something the size of their beak. I've seen them do it. It's the most incredible thing ever. I had one in a crate once and it went through a hole this big. They are definitely the Houdini of the sea. Octopuses are one of the most intelligent creatures of the ocean. I mean, you wouldn't think so, right? It's just like a big blob of goopy, rubbery arms. And I'll write a whole bunch of cool stuff on my blog about them. So check that out at daisycrockett.com. Yeah, this is what real friends do. We drag home discussing things like this for our friends because we know they need it. Billy wants to catch a halibut, and octopus make the best bait. Ziploc bag, one of the greatest inventions ever made. #1 thing to carry in your pack is a naturalist, because you never know the kind of stuff you're going to be picking up.
the wilderness puppet. Hello there. What are you doing? Why have you cut my face off? Hello.
My neighbor is gonna be so stoked on this octopus. I can't wait to give it to him. I mean, you don't get this kind of a gift in the city, do you? So I decided to have a nice sunny picnic and try some of our fresh octopus. I've never actually tried octopus before. I have no idea how to cook it. I'm just basically trying to get off the suckers and the skin, because I'm not eating that. The octopus skin is incredible. It can actually change color and texture with its different moods and how it's feeling. Just everything about the octopus is awesome. I hope it just tastes as awesome. Wow, that's like really good. I can't believe I've lived out here for 12 years and I've never tried octopus. It's really chewy, I have to say. It is quite rubbery, but it's not like I needed to pound it or anything. And it's a real mild taste. Kind of maybe like scallops. It's delicious. For the rest of the day, I wandered, tracked, chilled, and waited for the darkness of night. It was time to look for the deer. I have to ask her to walk right up to me and put her nose within inches of the camera so you all can see her. And yeah, this is a request most people wouldn't even think to ask. So I took off my shoes, melted into the landscape, and expanded into that place of magic. And up so close, she turned into a he. If I wasn't holding this camera and this light, I would have been able to touch her. She was that close. It's just so magical. So I have to say, on my walk back, I totally broke down and cried. Like sometimes when you get so overwhelmed by, I don't know, thankfulness, it just wells up inside of me and I can't help but just cry. And it's so good to come out here and reconnect with what matters and to the animals that I love. Anyways, I'm off for bed. See you tomorrow.